Hello and welcome to Janette's TV and podcast. I am on the red carpet tonight at the Big Splash, which is a TIFF event hosted by Liquid Media, of which my guest, Ron Thomson, is CEO of. Welcome to Janette's TV and podcast, Ron.
Thank you, Janette. Nice to meet you and happy to be on.
I'm happy to have you. A veteran like yourself with the industry experience that you have, helping independent creators get known, financing their projects, bringing technology and all kinds of other things to light. Now you're into this project, Liquid Media. Please tell us what Liquid Media is all about and what it means to you.
We are an alternative to the traditional studio environment for filmmakers, independent filmmakers and television producers, and many majors and even distributors to help them reliably package, finance, and deliver their stories reliably over and over again at scale, and we're here to help ease the way so that they can do it and really focus on what they do best, which is to create. And we provide them the, if you like, business acumen and an infrastructure, an ecosystem to do it in a way that they've perhaps not been able to up until now, and also to enjoy some of the economic benefits that perhaps they haven't had the benefit of doing when they work with studios or with streamers.
Mm-hmm. So we're more lifestyle oriented, but I would like to cover the fact that you are helping independents. I myself am an independent who built a show up from nothing.
Yes. After
leaving studios. What do you feel is, the greatest barrier for independents to get known? And how do you think you can rectify it?
I think a lot of times the big issue is that independents lack a voice. They lack a company that's really, or an infrastructure that can help them amplify that voice, that can help them really put what they have onto film, to finance that, to figure out some of the commercial aspects of what they have so that this is actually a business, so that it's actually not just show art, it's show business. And so we help them do that so that they can, if you like, go back again and again and repeat if they've actually created a successful commercial piece of intellectual property.
And it is a business, but we say all business is show business. You have to be able to put yourself out there really, yes, and be the front person. Right. And you're very good at that. I also understand that you have acquired another company, Indieflix. What is that all about, please? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
We've acquired a fantastic company based in Seattle called Indieflix, which is a independent film company that really focuses on social impact films and episodic series, and it's all about edutainment. And so they take, really important stories that are meaningful to all of us in our society, things like mental health, things like sexual harassment in the workplace, things like anxiety, and really they delve into those in detail so that they can create a really strong voice for those subject matters. And they have such a wonderful economic model where they sell or they share these films with communities, with school boards, with corporations, with government and military, and not just on a sort of a theatrical or on a television basis, but they have communities, houses of worship. That what they've done is they found a distribution channel to get to these audiences, which are huge and really want to see and want to consume this kind of media.
So we would call that educational entertainment.
We call it edutainment.
Okay, but I spelt it out so that people knew what that meant.
Exactly.
But you can tell me from your perspective what that goal is for you. Why do you want to educate people that way?
Well, we think it's a really fantastic business for us. It's a great fit for the company because what we're trying to do is help filmmakers across the board better monetize what they are creating, so that through this channel, through the business channel that Indieflix has established, we provide optionality to those filmmakers to say, hey, look, it's not just the old model of selling your program, but actually we have created through Indieflix these wonderful sales channels, and actually also a center of expertise, which is the social impact space. And also through edutainment, it's not just a single showing. Some of these subjects, we can create multiple films. For example, Angst, which is one of Indieflix's stories, it's actually a few years old, but now with this film, we can create multiple films that sort of look at different aspects of anxiety, of mental health, of other sort of areas close to that.
So I want to ask you two more questions. The first one has to do with the whole streaming concept. How do you feel it's taking over? Do you feel that there will ever be a full return to going to movies, or do you think streaming has taken over? Or is it just that, it's become so popular in the pandemic that it may not survive after the pandemic, and do you have a backup plan for that?
Well, I think streaming's here to stay, and I think clearly streaming content over the internet as IP is something that actually is now here to stay. And whether it's through subscription video on demand services like Netflix or Amazon Prime, or whether it's through TVOD or AVOD or fast channels, these channels are here to stay. They're more efficient. They open up all the opportunities for consumers to conveniently consume content on their cell phones or on their smart TVs. And so I do, however, think that we're going to see theatrical distribution and theatrical exhibitions start to come back. Perhaps this year, not like it once was, but over time, it will start to come back. And frankly, I think it'll be better and better. It's not going to be the same as it was, but I think in many ways it actually could be much better.
All right, so just getting back to the fact that we are at TIFF and that you've been very busy the last 3 days making Liquid Media part of this whole TIFF festival, and even naming this event the Big Splash. How do you feel that you're going to be part of TIFF going forward?
Oh, I think this is an integral part of our annual sort of, going to market. I think every market that exists, whether it's TIFF in Canada, whether it's Sundance, whether it's the Cannes Film Festival, these are the types of places where we can go and talk to, our community, which are filmmakers, and share with them, some of the, not just the tips and tricks that we've learned, but some, what we have that can benefit them, and to talk about their projects and to try to respond to their pain points. And so I think these are, especially TIFF is such a big market, it's such a big audience market. It's important for us to be out there and talking to people. So,
What's the best memory you've had so far?
I think this is it.
Okay. And just before we close, I would like to know if you have any other things you want to tell us, like how we can find out more about Liquid Media and Indieflix, where we can go, like a website or something.
Yes, you can just go to our website, which is liquidmediagroup.co, and there's all kinds of information about what we have. We've got lots of videos. We've just done 2 days of panel discussions talking about key topics in our industry for filmmakers and producers and mini majors, and I think that really gives you a great background for the company and what we're trying to accomplish.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for being with us. This is Janette Burke, your host, signing off. Please remember to like and comment on all our posts. You will find us streamed everywhere, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, everywhere, and you'll listen to our podcast too. It's everywhere too, including iHeartRadio and Apple. Until next time, continue to be fabulous.